All right. What's going on, YouTube? It's SC and the place to be, chilling with your homie, Mr. A&E. I am sorry, the timer went down just a little bit early, but on this one. But we here for a live. We got to start off 2025 the right way. I heard y'all said we got to do some more live streams, y'all. We got to do some more live streams. And now it's time for us to really go out there and get our feet wet doing that. And joining me on this debut episode of our live streams talking about Monday Night Raw in the new era of Netflix is the man, the myth, the reality revolutionary freshman Flo.
Yes, sir. We here live and in color.
Live and in living color. I'm telling y'all. And look, once again, so right now we're just still getting back to these live streams. It wasn't set up because we were still debating if we was going to go live tonight or not. I was like, no, if we're going to make some solid changes in for 2025, now like we need to go live. But for the future, when we do more live streams like that, I will try to have Prime Time up or Q Flow up or Late Sketch up when we get this whole camera situated right now. So I know y'all probably see me, but y'all hear Q Flow. But we're gonna work that out. Trust me, work that out. But it was a last minute thing. That's why half y'all didn't even get notifications if y'all in the live stream right now. But if you are here,
I sent the link out. Don't even. We got 6. I sent the link out.
This is why we work as a team. You know what I'm saying? It take a village out here to grow.
Yes,
stuff
sir.
like that. So, guys, tonight is history making tonight because tonight was the debut of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. No more USA. No more cable television. We have members of Nerd Coalition that don't have cable. And I don't blame y'all. Who pays for cable? Okay? Now, once again, I got kids. I'm like, I gotta stop paying for cable myself. I ain't gonna even hold you, Q. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. But they said, no, we gonna be on Netflix. So if you got a Netflix account, you can watch it no matter if you got on the phone. I can watch it in the kitchen. I got a Roku box in my kitchen. I can watch it all anywhere now, opposed to just in my living room. So this is a new era. And for those who didn't think there's gonna be no commercials, no, we wasn't having none of that. But this is a new era.
Well, no, depends on how much you pay in Netflix. Because I was talking to some of the homies and they ain't had no commercials. They was getting the promos.
Oh, the promo. Okay, you know it's kind of like how it is on Peacock right now with all that stuff. So wait a minute now. I'm not officially sure, but are we done with Peacock now? So I don't got to see nothing else on Peacock, or are we still doing the transition over all the way up to Netflix?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's
because I don't know. Like, are we turning on Netflix for NXT? No, that's CW. That's CW.
Yeah, that's CW. CW and USA
that's regular TV.
Yeah, still got the NXT and SmackDown. And I'll get the NXT a little bit down the show, but when we start off, it's like this projector that's around the ring, and it's showing basically like another history of WWE. But there's this artist that's painting and stuff like that. Triple H is doing the voiceover talking about the story of WWE, and then when the video is done, you see that this guy created a nice paint, and the projector drops. And who's in the ring? It's Triple H. We're not gonna start the Triple H era in the Netflix era without Triple H there. Okay, I don't even care what he be saying. Like, it ain't about me. No, dude, it's about you. So he's in there. He said he want us to, because now we all being simulcast globally around the world with this in Netflix, and we also they in LA tonight. At that, what's the name of that arena? Do you remember the name of that arena?
Inuit.
Yeah, Inuit Arena.
Or Inuit.
It's one of those.
It's the TurboTax people, man. The TurboTax people.
TurboTax.
It is. It's the TurboTax people.
They 17,000 strong in there tonight, sold out for Monday Night Raw on Netflix on this new era. They were giving it that pay-per-view type feel. And it should be it's the debut
Raw. It
Raw.
felt like a pay-per-view.
It did. But now once again, with that being said, I can't go on this live right now and I'm not going to just hype up the whole thing, because I did have some issues with the show. I have some critiques, but overall I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the show, but there were some parts in there I was like, okay, there's some dead parts here, there's some pacing issues here, and there's some what the hell's going on with these storylines here type thing. But I'll make sure I get all into that. But somebody's already said, listen, are you ready? I already know the answer to that, but are you ready? Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the Netflix era. So here we go. Time to buckle up, and now we go on to the first. So it goes dark, and I'm just like, so what they gonna kick off with? Me personally, I thought it was gonna be Cena. Cena always like to kick these kind of things off, right?
I thought it was gonna be Hogan.
Yeah. Oh.
Just to get him out the. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, bring on Hogan, get him out the way. Like,
listen, if you're not going to close the show, you better finish the show, right? And and then let's put it this way: until we get there, thank God they put out Hogan first, right? But we start off with The Rock. The Rock comes out, his music hits, and The Rock is getting an ovation.
We did not start off with. We started with TKO shareholder Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, but you know what? You right on that, Q. Because at first I was just like, "What the fuck, The Rock?"
Because that man broke all the kayfabe.
All of it.
Bro.
all of it. I was like, wait a minute. So when The Rock came out, when we last seen The Rock, he was already coming at Cody Rhodes. We seen what The Rock did to Cody Rhodes last year, but now he comes out there with the Bravo Championship. But I was like, he was out there just showing off the goosebumps. You see the goosebumps tapping that arm like that.
Yeah.
And going out there raising his hands and high fiving the fans. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
That was TKO shareholder Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, and then he goes and gives a handshake to Michael Cole, daps up Pat McAfee. Behind the announce table was his two daughters. He lets he hold the belt. His mama is there, and I'm like, okay, so we not getting no heel Rock tonight, not in front of his girls. We not
in front
getting
of his
that.
kids.
Yeah, we not getting that. And then on top of the Rock is in the ring, and then he's shouting out everybody. He talking about people that work in Netflix and TKO members, and they had these random WWE superstars in the ring along with the celebrities also, because I figured they was going to have that tonight. I figured they was going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes is in the ring. I mean, is on the outside, and he is shouts out Cody Rhodes and tongue-in-cheek joke about Mama Rose and see how she's doing.
Mama Rose.
Yeah, and then he talks about his tribe, his cousin Roman Reigns, and so it talks about him and Sosako and their tribal combat match tonight that he's gonna be paying a close eye to. And I was like, so where is he going? And I was sitting there watching. I was like, The Rock really just said fuck these storylines, right? I was like, really what's going on? Right. Until you was telling me hey yo, that's TKO shareholder Dwayne Johnson.
That's Dwayne Johnson. Yep, that is not The Rock.
Yeah, and then after he does his promo, he does, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, no turn nothing like that. He goes and daps up Cody, gets his belt back, and then he just goes to the back, and I was like, all right.
Oh, it got worse. Not only did he go to the back, he went to the back with Cody and went live. It was live streaming on Instagram.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get to that because I will get to that. So,
okay.
My bad, got me hitting the mic out here. So, with that, we start off with the tribal combat. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the opener. Okay. Now I figured they would make the Raw. I figured Seth and CM Punk would main event because one, they are the Raw guys.
They're the Raw talent. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is Raw, so I figured that that's what they would do. So we start off with tribal combat with Roman Reigns taking on Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa comes out there with the Ulafalo around his neck, and they had that. At first, I was looking at the ring real quick. They had a black mat in the ring. I was like, okay, I could deal with this. I think it'll even pop more with some red ropes. The only reason I'm bringing this up because I was a little scared when I was watching SmackDown on Friday, and they had that blue mat in there, and I said, I don't know. I'm not really sold on the blue mat just yet. And I was like, please don't do no bullshit have a red mat for Raw, because that would just be eyesore. And I would not want to see that at all. And I'm glad they went with a black mat. It kind of like NXT. Now, of course, it was loaded to hell with ads, but it was still a black mat on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roman came out. Roman had some ill sneaks on today, man.
It was the Kobe's.
That's what they were?
Yeah. One time for the Mamba, man.
Them things was lit. I was like, God, I already seen the Nike emblem on there. I said, ooh, whatever them boots. Because I'm already mad that his deal dropped whenever they was going to do with him. And I get
and the Jordans,
I'm mad that thing dropped. I'm like, yo, Roman coming out here with some nice kicks out here. And I'm not even a sneakerhead like that, but them things is popping. Dead up. So, going to the matchup, we get some back and forth from Roman. Roman knocks Solo to the outside, but as Roman called there, Solo surprised Roman, gives him a spinning solo right on their new announce table. And then he hits him.
Them tables is strong.
Isn't it? Them tables is like to the point I'm like, can you break these? I don't know, because these look like tables.
They need to weaken them.
So I'm about to say, ain't nobody go. That table been at least attacked 4 times tonight, 3 or 4 times tonight, and not nobody go through one of them. They said, "Not
Yo,
with
the
this."
Mexican announce table gonna be happy.
I'm about to say, man, yeah, not with this Netflix money. We ain't doing this. Not with this, not with this Netflix money. He ain't bringing none to our table. So he gives him the spinning solo on the announce table. He hits him with a monitor, and then he takes like the steel steps and does the old. I call it the John Cena toss. Because actually, he used to do the Bray Wyatt. He take the steel steps, just launch the whole steel steps at Roman's face, and that's when we went to our commercial break. When we come back, Solo's wearing Roman out with a steel chair. He has the steel chairs in the ring. Solo puts Roman's neck inside of a steel chair, set him in the corner to go, kind of like how he took out Jimmy Uso. He goes and runs for the hip attack, but Roman gets out the way, and then Roman goes off on Solo with the chairs, and then he sees Solo's laying down on one of the chairs, and he's just like, I'll get my inner edgy Christian on and give him a concerto, but Solo moves out the way for the concerto. He's hurting his hand, and then he goes out and goes outside the ring and picks up a table. As he's picking up a table, Roman gives him a drive-by drop kick on the apron.
Mm-hmm.
Roman sets up the table in the ring, and then when he goes to reach for Solo, Solo comes and hits him with a kendo stick. And then Solo goes in there, and Roman's in the corner, and he's like yelling at him like, "I loved you. I did everything for you. You didn't love me. You didn't respect me." I mean, and to be honest with you, most of the shit is true.
That's true.
It is true. Can't get mad at the brother for being truthful here, but it is true. And he was just like that. Then he tries to choke him with the kendo stick, but Roman does as in wrestling. When you're in the corner and you choking down somebody, they just grab you up there. They go and he powerbombs Solo through the table. And as he powerbombs Solo through the table, that's when all the bullshit started. He goes for the pin, and then Tama Tonga pulls the referee out of the ring, just staring at Roman because it's a tribal combat. You knew this was gonna happen. Jacob Fatu comes out, beats up Roman. Yeah, you said what?
The demon.
Yeah, man. He comes out there, starts taking out Roman, gives him his springboard moves. So like this man just do a BME just because he can. As big as he is, every time he come out of that's a common move to him now. Them best moves I ever see do, them springboard, man, they're just common moves to him now. As big as he is, I'm like, that is just
as big as he do it flawlessly.
Q. Flawlessly. He does that, then Solo gives a Samoan spike to Roman. I'm like, oh damn, we're gonna do it like this, but we should know better. 1, 2, Roman kicks out. They're all in shock. And then who comes out to help out Roman? Sammy and Jimmy Uso. Jay too big for this now. Sammy and Jimmy Uso.
Well, he had a match later on.
Yeah. I just like get on Jay Uso case now. He made an event, man. I don't need that. Jimmy and Sammy come out there to even up the odds with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. And in the ring, Roman Reigns, well, first of all, I forgot to mention that after he gives after they beat down Roman Reigns and then Solo gives a Samoan spike and he didn't win, he takes out the referee, he takes out Chad Patton. He gives him a Samoan spike, so that referee is gone.
Oh yeah, shot real quick too, man. The rest got new fits now.
They do. I'm liking the gray. I'm hoping SmackDown goes back to the blue like they used to have back in like 2009.
Yeah,
so.
like I'm good with the Foot Locker rest, man. Like let's go.
I was saying Foot so old school. So I'm just saying, we can change the fit up a little bit. I'm cool. I'm damn sure cool with that. Then that's when Jimmy hits Solo with a super kick, and then Sammy hits him with a haluva kick, and then Roman hits him with a spear. But then Solo kicks out, and he called for another ref to come down. So then Jimmy and Sammy was like, "Well, what else is there to do?" We dive to the outside, take out Tonga and Jacob Fatu. Roman about to go for another spear, but then Kevin Owens comes out and gives him a stunner. And
did not expect that.
I did not either. And then so he tells Solo, just pin him. He goes and pins him, he kicks out. And then as he's trying to go do more damage, Cody music hit. I was like, because you want to kind of showcase Cody somehow, other than just damn the Rock, because he's a SmackDown guy. So but it is Raw.
Yep.
But you want to do something. So he comes in there with his suit, gives him a Cody cut. I swear, I think Cody just likes to give Cody cutters in them dress shoes. Just so
in the full suit, yeah.
Just so he can show you that he can. he does that to Kevin Owens. That takes them out the match, and then so Roman goes for a Superman punch. Solo reverses it. Solo goes for a Samoan Spike. Roman reverses it. Then Roman hits him with a spear. Goes to the back. Ooh wah! Hits him with another spear. It's done. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns wins. He is the tribal. He wins the Olafala from Solo Sikoa. Honestly, I'm curious to see what happens after this now because Solo Sikoa lost in War Games and he lost now. And I'll be like, I won't be surprised if Jacob Fatu and the Tongas turn on him. To be completely honest with you. I mean, because if the stuff with the bloodline is saying if there's got to be consequences, then they got to be consequences for him losing 2 big matches like that back to back. War Games is just in November, and now he just lost to Roman Reigns. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. So I'm sitting around like, okay, so damn, that was kind of, cut dry. But then we see The Rock start walking down the ring. No music, no nothing. He just started walking down the ring. Now I'm like, okay, what we getting at here? So The Rock comes in there. Paul Heyman's holding Olafala to give to Roman, but then Rock takes for Paul Heyman. Asks for him. He says, thank you. Then he just puts it around Roman's neck, gives Roman a hug, literally stands in the corner while Roman puts the ones up, and they just walk back. That's it.
That was it. Yep.
Now I understand. Now at first I was like, okay, really? Now here's the thing, Cuba. I understand what you're saying, milking it. Trust me. I get about that long-term storytelling, but the one thing about long-term storytelling and what you have to do is you gotta give me some story. It's like we in our minds knowing that maybe The Rock's gonna turn, whatever the case may be, but I'm like, The Rock didn't even give a little smirk. The Rock didn't even give a hint that he gave a shit or that he was even mad with Tino Because once again, all that was out the window when The Rock came out there, dapped up Cody and everybody else in the opening segment. And I was like, there's no hint of jealousy or like he the final ball or nothing. And once again, you can always put them little Easter eggs in there. And then even with that, and with Solo losing, like there was just no Easter eggs in anything. That was just like, okay, something could be coming because they give me the incentive, like, when's the next time we're going to see The Rock again? Which I will. Don't worry, I
which we know now.
Say what?
I said, well, we know now.
Exactly, but it's like, is it like as of right now, we're in January. We are at the road to WrestleMania, especially when it comes to the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble starting late this year because WrestleMania is going to be late this year, but we still don't even have a clear idea of what are some of the matches that's going to happen at Mania.
Which is crazy because they said like they according to the sheets and all, they said like the company knows, we just don't.
That is true. Triple H usually has his plans out there, time ahead of time, but still, it's just like, man, I can even try to feel something out here. I can't even feel none of this stuff. I'm just like, well, I guess I'll wait and see. But I'm not even going to lie. I'll be lying to you if I said I wasn't disappointed and there was like no kind of story teases or follow-ups or anything like that when it came to The Rock and the Bloodline and all this. I was like, he was just really come out there just to be like, hey, I'm a shareholder and thank y'all guys. We made this happen.
It was Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, well, I was like, that was kind of, I don't know, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was a little disappointed in that, but the match is fine though. It was what it was. I figured Solo was gonna probably lose. I just want to see what's gonna happen with Solo now because he just been losing big match for his new Bloodline back to back. Jacob ain't take no pins. Tonga ain't take no pins. Tonga Loa ain't here to take no pins. So it's been on Solo, who's supposed to be our leader.
It's all on Solo. Yep.
Exactly. So I'm just curious how they're going to follow this, especially come SmackDown on Friday. We get a Pentagon teaser video, which is, if you don't know wrestling, I get it, but if you do, it's clearly Pentagon. Right. It's clearly him. It's clearly him. And I was like, oh, is he coming tonight or not? So they show, along with that teaser video, they show Royal Rumble in 2026 is coming to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This is
Yikes.
then they show the celebrities in the crowd: Ashton Kutcher, Fluffy, Michael Che, Wale, Mysterio with an Eddie shirt on, LA Knight, the War Raiders. This was doing this thing all night. John Cena's out next, and with this 2025, we're on the beginning of the Cena, the farewell tour. And now I'll be honest with you, Cena just gave a long promo because he's Cena. He gonna do what he want to do. But I was like, it was really just to mention one thing. Now I'm not gonna get into the schematics of everything Cena says, but Cena was basically talking about.
Yeah, he kind of was. At first, I was tuned in, but then he just kept going. I'm like, all right, Cena, like we're.
I'm saying,
where you going, bro?
Wrap that shit up, B. And but no, we don't. No, I had that box with somebody else, and he was talking. He's like, you know what? Everybody, the dirt sheets and the news, and everybody has something to say about my final opponent. Would it be Cody, CM Punk, Gunther, and all these people he named? He said, I'll be honest with you. I'll be real with y'all. I ain't win a match in years. I got a losing streak going on.
Plus days. Yep.
Yeah, 1,000 plus, like 2,000 plus days. I ain't won a match. And I was like, damn. And he's like, so this record ain't gonna let me go up against some dream opponents, but I could try to win my 17th World Championship, but I'll have to go do the Royal Rumble for that. So he basically enters the Royal Rumble, and he's going to, as he said, wants to win the Royal Rumble. So that's basically what this whole announcement was. To let everybody know that he's going to be in the Royal Rumble in 2025, and he wants to win so he can go get his 17th title. Me personally, Cena ain't winning that Rumble. I mean, he'll probably come close because it'll probably tell a story, but there ain't no way Cena lost all the matches and just in storyline purpose, even though he's doing the farewell tour, is winning.
Yeah, I don't think he's winning the Rumble.
Yeah, especially when he already got 2 Rumble wins under his belt. They're not giving Cena a third. No, we're not doing that. So I get it. Then they had like a little Logan Paul promo video because he's coming back to Raw. So I was like, okay, whatever.
That was a bathroom break.
Tell me about it. Then we get the WWE Women's World Championship match. Liv Morgan taking on Rhea Ripley, which at first I thought this was a last woman standing match.
I thought so too.
I thought they said it on the internet. That was this is going to be a last woman standing match, but it turned out just to be a regular championship match. Because at first I had said on my predictions, y'all guys should check out what my thoughts were for that Raw. We talked about that on part 1 of episode 304 of No Gimmicks. I said that if it was a last woman standing match, I already fear for Rhea losing. They're gonna find some way Raquel get involved and Dom get involved, and then Rhea just losing. Like, please do not prolong this storyline anymore. But now, since he said it was a 1-on-1 match, I was like, okay, Rhea, come get your belt back. That's all I need is Rhea, come get your belt back. So at the beginning of the match, Rhea does a
Uh-oh. That's me. My bad. Hold on.
Okay. But we gotta make sure that we all live people, so we can't just, can't add nothing out. So this is what's
my bad. We good.
We good. So everybody that's still in the chat, appreciate y'all staying with me, stuff like that. We, say I'll have Q Flow, everybody out there, look, if y'all got anything posted down, I'll read that, if y'all got anything to say and stuff like that. So, but what else we got here? She does a rolling sit down to Raquel on the outside, and then she gives Liv a powerbomb on that table. It's the second table spot we got at the night, and you just see Liv face. Liv just like, oh. I was like, yeah, that table hurt. So then that's when they go to their first commercial break. When we come back, Liv is in control of Rhea Ripley, and then Rhea started getting slapped, and she's like, yo, slap me again. And then she just, it's like it's motivating her. And then Morgan
person cussing in the ring.
Cussing. Yes, and not cursing, cussing.
Cussing.
Liv hits a tornado DDT on Mommy. And let me tell you something. Mommy next to RVD is probably the best at selling them DDTs. When she just be popping off her head, it just makes it look so good. So good. And her and RVD used to say they just sit there, just bounce off their head. I'm just like, I don't know how they be doing it, but it just makes it look so damn good when they do it. But Rhea kicks out. Then out of nowhere, Rhea hits a riptide on Liv Morgan, but then Liv Morgan kicks out of the riptide. I was like, oh damn, that just came out of nowhere. And later on into the match, Dom tries to distract the referee where Raquel slides a chair to the ring. And then Rhea tries to, kick Raquel out, but then gets distracted, gets Oblivion on the steel chair. And I'm like, oh, we ain't doing this again. That's how she lost that's how she lost the match. What was it? Late last year, I forgot, in one of the matches where Liv hit the Oblivion on the belt, and she lost. It was Survivor Series. It was probably Bad Blood or something like that. I can't really remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, which one it was. But then Rhea kicks out. And Liv does the Three Amigos, mocking Eddie Guerrero, then does the frog splash. Rhea still kicks out. Then, while she has Rhea dazed on the ropes, she tries to go for the Oblivion again. But Rhea catches her, stares her down, blows her a little kiss, takes her, gives her a riptide, says nah, rolls through it, gives her another riptide. She pins her. She don't stack her like I wanted to, but she pins her.
The pretzel pin.
Yeah, the pretzel pin. She ain't give her the pretzel pin.
She ain't give her the pretzel.
Yeah, she let Liv live the night. But Rhea Ripley is your new WWE Women's World Champion. Again, happy for Rhea. I wanted Rhea to win. Let's end this because I have said it before. I am over Rhea and Liv. I am over the Judgment Day versus Rhea. I am over. Look, because even next week, they already announced that next week there's going to be a street fight between Damian Priest and Finn Balor. End it.
Yeah, please end it.
Yeah, let them do something else. End it. But as Rhea's on the top of the stage, then we hear the gong. But Undertaker has already said he's not doing the Dead Man no more. So it's American Badass Undertaker. Which anybody who knows me knows that's the Undertaker I hate the most. I do not like American. I was never the biggest fan
of MAGA Taker.
Huh?
That's the MAGA Taker.
The Well, you know what I'm saying? He still got his little chairs. He just rolled around. He literally just took the bike, rolled it around the ring, went up.
Rolled it around the ring.
Yeah, went to the top. Him and
Rhea. Yeah,
him and Rhea just gave the arm salute and the look back, and I was like, okay, that was.
Oh yeah, we did forget. Dom tried to weasel his way back into.
You're right, because you know what? It's funny. It's in my notes.
Yeah, he tried to weasel his way back in.
Yeah, like Dom really came into the ring where Rhea talking about something. Yo, where my hug at? And,
I ain't gonna hold you though. I thought with this new Netflix era, I thought Dom was finna get on her. Like, cause I'm saying, like, yo, everything happening. We got people, we cussing. Like, we got full on urban youth activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, like, yo, is we about to get, like, is Dom gonna, you know what I mean? Is we getting that type of action on here or no? But yeah, nah, she gave him that little, you know what I mean, kick in the nuggets and his tendies.
Yeah, those tendies, yeah, I forgot to say that, but that's when Undertaker and them came out and stuff like that.
And then Taker and them.
Backstage, Adam Pearce was talking to Bailey, had a nice little brown suit on, and he
purple hair.
Was trying to get an interview with Adam Pearce. And as he's about to go for the interview, Chad Gable interrupts him and talks about, he has finally put everything behind him. I got the whole new crew, American Made, behind me. Alpha Academy is done. I took care of Otis, and I should be showcased. And next week, I want to go against the best luchador that you got. And then Adam Pearce like, luchador? Are you sure about that? He said anyone. And
like, way to be so front door about it.
Like front to the. I was like, if y'all don't know by now, then y'all never gonna know. If y'all don't know by now, it's Pentagon. Like we just seen the tease. Like, come on, that's exactly what it's going to be. So, it's Pentagon. Because even Mark Cole, when he was announcing the matches for next, he was like, I have an inkling of who it's going to be, but I don't want to spoil it. Oh my god! I'm just like, you know what?
God. All right.
Way to not have a surprise. You know what I'm saying? Way to not do it. So I was like, okay, so that's listen.
That's gonna be a fire match though. Like, let's not
Yeah,
let's not get it twisted. That match gonna go crazy.
it's gonna go crazy because even in my notes, I don't even know if y'all can see it in live. I even have here in my notes that says, "We all know who it is" in capital letters. Just to prove to y'all that I didn't just put this on. I'm like that we knew when they were saying it. If y'all watch us, we knew it was. So then, at the beginning of the show, The Rock was all very proud of his Samoan culture, his Samoan heritage. Ufala. He's been named a high chief. And his Polynesian roots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Q-Flow, me, you both know The Rock. For no matter what The Rock do, he can't show one without the other.
That's right.
So he was like, all right, so I got the Samoan stuff out the way earlier. So let me just go back here and be a whole urban youth. So he got the Instagram live up. And when I say in the back, The Rock sitting there dapping up everybody. Triple H, Cody again, Roman Reigns.
Jimmy, I think.
Yeah,
One of the Usos.
Yeah, Jimmy. The man got his tequila, the Terramana in his hand. Which is
some good tequila.
It's good tequila. And by the way, I always get the Blanca or sometimes the rest was out, but he has the real dark one, which begin with an A. He had that one in his hand. I see
agave.
Agave. Yeah, that's he had that in his hand. And then he go up there, Travis Scott comes see him. He like, yo, he dapping up Travis Scott. He's sitting there just dapping up everybody as he's sipping tequila. He gets in his car. He was like, NXT is going to be at such and such tomorrow. All right, I'll be there. And drives off. And I'm like, what the fuck is this Rock right here?
Yo, that's what I'm saying, dog. This was not The Rock. This was TKO shareholder Dwayne Johnson.
That's what it was, man. He was just back there just having a good old time. I was
full
just like,
PR. The man done bought more stock in the company. Like, he owns a majority share. Like, this is full PR, bro. Public relations Dwayne Johnson.
Out there having a good ass time. I was like, well, that's what it is. And then we see Travis Scott in the crowd. He's up there in the crowd, and I was just like, now listen, I seen the vlog last year. We all know the Usos love their hip hop, and I seen Jay Uso when they had Weezy come out. He dropped Travis Scott's name last year. And I said eventually he gonna want that to happen. I said there's no other way Travis Scott's in the audience right now with a spotlight on him if he's not coming out with Jay Uso.
Right.
So he was just up there. He had like this makeshift hardcore title, and Jay Uso music hit. But as Jay Uso coming out, we see Travis Scott just sitting there blowing,
lighting it up
in the crowd, and I'm just like,
I say, we in a new era. We got drugs in wrestling. We in a new era.
And it's funny because my wife was just like, I don't think the Usos is the one you need to be around when it comes to substance stuff like that. I don't know you need to be around Jay smoking no Chifa.
All right. Let's relax now. It was alcohol.
Fair. So he comes out with Travis Scott. They all buddy hooked up and everything like that. And I'm just like, listen, if y'all think they did that on, he was just blowing a couple of that on camera. Imagine what they would. The Rock probably just drove back around. He probably looped the block with the tequila and the smoker. They probably had a good ass time back there tonight. Shit, why not? Let's just watch the money roll. Watch the numbers come in. Why not? So the next matchup is Jay Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I would have to say
this part I missed.
This match was probably the low point of the night because honestly, the crowd was kind of dead for it. The crowd was hyped for a lot of other things tonight, but the crowd was kind of dead for this matchup. I'm not even holding you for that. They was more hyped for when Travis Scott and Jay Uso came out, and it was funny because Cole and McAfee and Cole, they was doing the yeet thing on the announce table. Travis
I saw Cole was off beat.
He was off beat, but Cole was hype as hell to dap up Travis Scott. Low key, I've been hearing Cole is a low key hip hop head.
Probably.
That would be quite hilarious. That'll make my wife's head explode. So with that being said, so Jay dives out the ring on the Drew McIntyre while during his entrance. Takes out McIntyre. Goes for it again. McIntyre catches him and gives him an overhead belly to belly on the floor. That sucked. Back in the ring, the match starts. Jay gets chopped. He gets 10 punches in the corner, but then he turns into a sit-down powerbomb to McIntyre. Gives him a little pop-lock punch, hip attack, crossbody, but Drew kicks out all that. Drew hits a net breaker, then a kip up. Then goes for a claymore, but Jay gives him a jumping super kick and goes for a splash, but misses. Gets a future shock DDT, but Jay kicks out. Jay hits a spear. Jay Uso. I love Jay Uso. I love the momentum Jay brings. I love main event Jay Uso.
Hate a spear.
Hate the spear. Stop doing the spear.
Yep.
Just leave it to Breaker.
Yep.
Roman going to do it because it's been the most thing now, but Breaker right now, has the best spear in the business.
He does.
Yeah. That's what it was. Overall, I'm still going with my boy Goldberg. But now, this era, Breaker got the best spear. So Jay, please, it's like a slap tackle. Like I hate it. I just hate when he does that. But Drew kicks out. Then I know where Drew hits a claymore, and then but Jay kicks out. Then Drew goes for another claymore, and like the exhaustion. I'm just like their match wasn't even like that long, but Jay just kind of like collapsed. So then Drew parades around the ring, goes for another claymore, but then Jey Uso ducks under it, turns to a crucifix pin, and pins McIntyre. Literally, and that was it. It just came out of nowhere. It was quick, no build-up, no drama to it, and it was really just like the dead point of Raw. I was like, it was just fine, but you could tell like the crowd just wasn't into it like that. And I don't know, maybe I don't know, they're just tired of seeing it. I don't know, and like they've been doing it over and over again. It's just that I get it. I just wasn't really into it like that. So, but what I was into though, they had a promo for Gunther. It was all in black and white, but the championship was in gold. I like those.
Nice.
I like those kind of promos. And he was just like, he said, "This is a new era, but not for me. It's a new era for everybody else, but not for me, because he is the world heavyweight champion. He going to and have a great 2025. It's basically all that little sum up in that. It was a nice little promo. Backstage, they talked to Fluffy about his new Netflix special coming out tomorrow. Then the New Day cut him off like, hey, we just trying to talk. The crowd won't let us talk, but when we'll get our interview time. But then Otis and Akira Tozawa cut them off to go talk to Fluffy, and then they just completely ignored the New Day. So that's just what it was. I was like, well, I get you had to get the New Day on there somehow, right?
Yep.
But it's a debut show. I was like, I'd rather you just let them wait till next week instead of trying to force them on there.
At this point, yeah.
But then we not done with the promos, because Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman was walking backstage, and they was like, look, you are fine. You are the tribal chief. There's only one tribal chief. But since War's on Netflix, it's a global audience. And what is one way that we can have the whole world acknowledge you, my tribal chief? And he said, what day can we do that on? And then he was just like, January 27th. And I was like, that was weird. And then he's like, okay, it's a good day, my tribal chief. And then when they close the locker room door, you see WWE 2K25. So I was like, okay, it's a build up for the 2K25 trailer. So I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool.
That was clever.
Yeah, that's clever. That was clever. And then this happened. So I'm like, we gonna get ready for the main event or what? Hulk Hogan's music hit. Yeah, it did. And then Jimmy Hart is out there. He waving the flag and everything. Hogan comes out and peep this. So I was just like, I text you. I was like, my eyes just. I was like, and here we go with this. You know what? And I was just like, all right, whatever. It's Hogan. It's Raw. You know they're gonna say something. And at first when he came out, they cheered. He was doing the ear thing, and then when the music stopped, they booed Hogan. Like when he was talking, they was booing. He was fighting through it, and he had to repeat his words sometimes. But he was sitting around looking like, yo, they really fucking booed. Like they booed the shit. Like it got to the point. I was looking at some of my people that do wrestling on Twitter, and I was like, I'm just curious to see what Twitter's saying right now. And I know it's odd for me to say because I don't do social media like that. But I was curious,
right?
And I was like, are they piping something? I'm about to say they wouldn't pipe in boos like that because they would not bury their Hogan. They wouldn't just do that. Whether people care about him in the backstage or not, they wouldn't do that. And they was going off. Everybody was just like, yeah, that's what Hogan get. Or, say, laugh my ass off. Oh, yo, they booed the shit out of Hogan. I was like, okay.
Kev on stage posted a video. He was booing him.
Oh, so he was there.
He was there. He got invited. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, everybody booed the shot. I mean, he had his couple of his, fans. But I was just like, but everybody was bullshit Hogan to the point he was sitting there talking about and trying to get his beer over. I said, not only that, you trying to get Hulk Hogan beer over?
Right.
That's what you're trying to do? Listen. I've also seen the ignorant shit online also. I'm like, listen, y'all can sit there and blame this shit on LA if y'all want to. Y'all can sit here and talk about it's because of the blue state. Fuck that. People have clocked out of Hogan a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Because y'all keep forgetting at WrestleMania 37 when he came out there with Titus O'Neil in Florida. That's Hogan State. This not California. That's Florida. They booed the shit out of Hogan in Florida. This happened when he was up there with Titus O'Neil. They booed the shit out of Hogan. Everybody's over Hogan. A lot of people just over it. Fuck Hogan. And that's what it. I mean, listen, if you're a Hogan fan, go ahead. There's only one era of Hogan I like, and that was NWO era. I can't lie to that, but I'm like, listen, they over it.
They done with him.
And they booed the shit out of him. And I laughed. I thought this shit's fucking hilarious. This shit's fucking hilarious. And he was trying. And Jimmy Hart was like, oh, I ain't shit I can do. And he was to the point, it's like, all right, well, fuck it. I can't get the beer over. Let me at least try to get Raw on Netflix over. And he tried to rip that shirt off and get the, Raw is Netflix. I'm just like, no, bro. After a year ago, I'm like, I'm done seeing you rip your shirt off, bro. I don't need to see what underneath your shirt. Just go home. You have a whole beach that you can go to and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, I can guarantee, I can see a look on his face. Hogan was not expecting that reaction tonight. He was not expecting that reaction tonight.
Definitely.
And guess I laughed my ass off. So, hey, shout out to LA. Thank you. I ain't give a fuck.
Good job.
I ain't give a fuck. So, that's when we get to the main event. Seth Rollins taking on CM Punk. CM Punk had on his same jacket that he had for Brawl Out, with the 3 X's on the back, and I was like, that's fun. That's fun. They brought out Punk tries to dive to the outside, but Seth missed. He don't land on his feet. He kind of like stumbles. I was like, please don't blow no quad out. Then Steph dives to the outside and hits him, and they kind of like the momentum. He goes out there so hard, they almost both fly over into the audience. They still fight. Lord. Yeah, they still fight on the outside. Did you see the main event at all?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They fight to the outside, and then Seth gets shoulder back toss to the floor into the crowd. CM Punk throws him in there. They goes to the top and dives off. And I was like, CM Punk doing a lot of dives in this match. I'm like, CM Punk is in his 40s. Like, please. This ain't old school. Like this is. Don't do this all the time.
Please don't.
Back in the ring, Seth tries to go for a stop, but misses it. Punk goes for a GTS, but Seth gets out. Punk hits a swinging neckbreaker from the top rope. Then we go to that's our commercial break for that. When we come back, Punk makes a comeback and he hits a springboard dive to the outside. Now here's the thing that really scared me. If anybody saw this dive, like the springboard, so he grabs the ropes and launches him over the top rope. His top foot got caught on that rope. So he's coming down kind of diagonal on Seth Rollins. It was like, Sky was like, please, we do not need CM Punk getting injured right now. So he falls down on Seth Rollins. And then he goes for another crossbody in the ring. But Seth catches him and he rolls through. And then he gives CM Punk a hard ass GTS. Like when he showed the slow motion, you see the knee like connect right strongly with his forehead and the bridge of his nose. But he hits him so hard with the GTS, he rolls outside the ring. Seth goes out there to try to bring CM Punk back into the ring, and then when he gets back in the ring, he gives Seth the curb stomp, pins him. Seth kicks out. Seth gives Punk another GTS, and Punk kicks out. I was like, okay, let's not overdo the I steal your finisher, you steal mine type of thing like that. I was like, okay, we good with that. They roll out to the announce table. And then they fry on top of the announce table, and then Seth Rollins gives CM Punk a pedigree on the announce table. This announce table been through it tonight, and
it still ain't break.
Near not a nothing broke. Near not nothing. So he rolls Seth Rollins back into Seth Rollins rolls CM Punk back into the ring, gives him another pedigree, but CM Punk kicks out. Then after that, some more match happened. Seth gets tossed to the corner. CM Punk goes for his running knee, but Seth catches him and he's about to do a buckle bomb. I have to tell you right now, Q-Flow, every time Seth does a buckle bomb on anybody that's 39 and over, I get scared.
Mm-hmm.
Because that buckle bomb is what took Sting out. Okay, when Seth did it back in 2015, and now we never got Sting a proper WWE send off at all. And every time I see it, Bret Hart be coming at Seth hard for doing these buckle bombs, but I was like, CM Punk will be the guy to get injured. So I was like, just as long as he take it right. So he got the buckle bomb. Then Seth gave him a stomp, and he goes for the cover, but Punk's foot is on reaches the middle rope. So it breaks up. Now the fans are chanting, "This is awesome!" Now he sets up Punk in the corner. Seth goes for his superplex Falcon Arrow comment. So he goes for the superplex. He hits the superplex, but then as he's going for the Falcon Arrow, I thought this was creative. He gets Seth Rollins up in the GTS. He hits the GTS on CM Punk. On Seth Rollins. Rollins is staggering, bouncing on the rope, and falls down. But CM Punk's on his knees, and he falls right across CM Punk's shoulders again. And CM Punk is like, "Oh, well, we're gonna do this again." Stands back up, gives Seth Rollins another GTS. Pins him 1, 2, 3. CM Punk beats Seth Rollins in the main event at Raw. I thought overall the main event was good. I enjoyed the main event.
Yeah, definitely. It felt like, that's what I'm saying, like we got 3 pay-per-view caliber type matches, bro.
Yeah. And I felt as though that what's the word I'm looking for? I guess what well, no, I in my predictions, I had Seth Rollins winning overall. I was like, it's going to probably start something, but it looks like with CM Punk winning, Seth's not going to be able to stomach that loss. Because I do think that if CM Punk is not going up against Roman at WrestleMania, CM Punk definitely going up against Seth Rollins. It's one of them two.
Yeah, it's
one of them two. So I think he got the first. I think Seth going to get the second, and then we'll WrestleMania will probably be the third. That's what I'm thinking.
I can see that.
So I can see that. So overall, that was Raw on Netflix. And at first I thought it was like it's going to go to 11:30. I thought it was going to be like a 3.5 hour thing, because they can go over or they can go under. That is the power of them being on Netflix now. But they end up, the show ended from when I was timing it. It ended like at around 11:01. So we was like a minute over the regular 3-hour Raw. So, how did you enjoy the first Raw? Like, see, I know you said it had a pay-per-view feel, but overall, from what you saw, how did you enjoy that first Raw on Netflix? And how do you feel as though it's going to go moving forward?
Yeah, it was incredible. I don't want to jump the gun, but like, if this the type of product y'all giving us on Netflix, I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
You see, okay.
This was, huh?
I'm sorry, I think I missed that last part of what you were saying.
Oh, I was saying, if this is the type of product y'all gonna be giving us, then I'm here for it. Like,
mm-hmm.
It was a good episode, real good episode.
Yeah. So, I enjoyed it for the debut, for it being on Netflix. It went back to 3 hours. The 3 hours today didn't bother me. It will. I know it will. But it didn't bother me because for those who know, I was like, I don't ever watch the second hour Raw. Now that one was 3 hours. I never did. I was like, I watched the first hour, I watched the last hour. But I'm not watching the second hour. But this one, they kept me engaged. I do think though this show did feel like a showcase show. But for me, my only takeaway or thing that I didn't like too much of it was, I just like story. I want to know, when we this close to WrestleMania, when we at the beginning of January, I want to know what it's looking like for WrestleMania or what we're doing. I'm just a little salty that The Rock was Dwayne Johnson tonight. I'm a little salty about that.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'll admit, and there were just some segments to me that you could just cut out. Like, you could have cut out Hogan. Could have cut out Undertaker. Look, I ain't sitting there trying to sit there and say I'm going against them because of what they believe in, shit like that. I'm just saying, but it was pointless. Undertaker just rolled around the ring.
They were the two pointless. Yeah,
they just rolled around the ring to give Rhea the fist. That could have been given to another match, or time to other matches or something more prominent. Hogan comes out there, gets booed out the building. He wasn't even out there long, and was still a waste of time. So right. I was just like, well, yeah, like, move on from that shit. And I was like, well, we could just do. I enjoyed the 2K stuff. I mean, like you said, Pentagon was so fucking front door. So fucking front door. I was like, well, so much for the surprise. But I am looking forward to what they do for next week and how it goes forward. Because, like I said, it's the debut episode. There's a lot of people that was watching. Even Chubbs was watching Raw on Netflix. And once again, when it's Netflix, you have a new audience. You have a more easier access to Raw. So people gonna be seeing more Raw every week.
Yeah, shout out to them, because we definitely thought the streaming was gonna be crazy, bad, because just a bunch of people was going like fry up the circuit. Good job for them, like, handling that.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to see how it goes. I'm still got to research and see if this, if we're transitioning. Like, when is everything gonna be off Peacock? Like, if I want to go watch, because Chubbs told me that all the Raws are on Netflix right now.
And I'm like, they are.
Okay, I'm like, is that all the Raws, or is that, we got some SmackDown stuff in there too, or we got pay-per-views in there, or I still gotta go to Peacock and get all that stuff? So I don't know how that stuff is working, but it has to be still on Peacock, because they still got a Saturday Night's Main Event coming up in January, and that's NBC. Which, by the way, we know Hogan's gonna be there because he was all up in the promo package for that. Then it still gotta be in there. So overall, I'm excited to see where it goes. I think I heard a rumor also that Triple H may be putting SmackDown back to 2 hours.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah. How did you feel about? Because we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but about that 3 hour SmackDown, I was like, it felt weird.
It did feel weird, but I mean, I don't know. I need to see, like, I don't know. Maybe like they shuffled the roster up. Because like there's some people like who could benefit off of being on a 3 hour SmackDown.
Sure. Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I mean, let's just see how it goes.
Let's just see how it goes in the year. So we can go. I can go. Do you have the little chat? So obviously we ain't doing no super chats yet, but I'm just seeing who's still up in here.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we got.
If y'all had any questions that y'all want to ask,
comments in there.
About Raw, so like that. I'm gonna begin. It was a pretty exciting. I give it a thumbs up for what they did. Am I salty about things? Sure, but I'm just saying. But I'll get for the most part, I'll give it a thumbs up. For that. So
same,
and all that stuff. I see somebody saying that Roman could be the cover of 2K25. I mean, honestly, if that is the case, for them to be like, how can we show the world globally? It has to be Roman now, I would think.
Yeah,
it would have to be. Because Roman was on there for 2K20 with Becky, but I think it's like, no, we're going to give him a tribal chief style by himself cover, and I'm like, I can deal with that. I'm cool with that. So it looks like that's pretty much what we got left for the stream. I'm glad we was doing streams. I plan on doing more live streams. Just to tell you about this now in the future. Me, Q Flow, and Lady Sketch and Prime Time, at least for most of it. We did our best and worst for 2024. That will be up tomorrow.
Hey,
Yeah, that will be up tomorrow. We talk about the best of in wrestling in 2024. Talk about the worst of wrestling 2024. Give our end of the year awards. That will be up tomorrow. The podcast will be up tomorrow, and I will put up the sections of the best and the worst up tomorrow as well. Then you guys can look at all the sections like most improved, breakout, superstar of the year, woman superstar of the year. You can look at all that stuff. Listen to the podcast. So I'm trying to get more into the live streams, get more into the shorts, get more into social media, get more into other things like that when it comes to this channel. Because for those who don't know, 2025 is the Nerd Coalition's 10-year anniversary.
mm-hmm.
On the channel, I started this channel in May of 2015. My goal by the time I got to this point was to have 100,000 subscribers. But for those who've been following us know that in 2020 we lost that old one, and I was already almost 14,000 deep into that one.
Yeah, we was up there.
Yeah, we was up there, and I was like, oh man, I was like, and with the momentum keep going, I was like, probably could have been, if not at 100,000, at least 50,000. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say we would have been halfway there by now. Yeah.
Yeah, but my goal this year is to get to 5,000 subscribers. Get to at least half of of 10,000. I want to get to 5,000 subscribers. Now, right now, I'm at 2,900. So I do know that the subscribers come when you do things that the subscribers have to look for: consistency, live streams, short. Everybody watch short, short media and stuff like that. So everybody watches that. So I'm gonna do that. Then to have the crew on. I got my people out here doing their wrestling homework. So y'all know who y'all. Everybody out there, you got to do a little bit. And now when it comes to these Raw reviews, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going back to the full Raw and SmackDown reviews or anything like that, or even NXT. But I do think I would do more shorts for them. I think the shorts seem to work out good when I do it that way. So, and if it's a special show, because like I said, right now I don't want anybody to say like every week I want to come live for a Raw. If y'all enjoy this Raw and y'all like, hey, next week could you and Q Flow go live again when Raw goes off the air, or can y'all go live when SmackDown goes off the air? Type thing like that. Then we'll look into it. I'm gonna try to give people what they want to hear and stuff like that of what they want to do. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll try that. But for right now, it's like, how can you not go live or talk about Raw on the debut of Netflix? On the first day, how can you not do that? So I wanted to make sure we was gonna do that. So anything else in closing? I said I had to call you Prime. My bad. I'm about to fuck that whole thing up. Which we did invite Prime to this thing also. And I ain't heard back. I hope Prime is alright. We didn't hear back from Prime since last night.
He probably he probably was there.
You know what? He probably was though. I ain't gonna hold you. Prime would do some shit like that, but also I was at Raw tonight. And you probably one of them niggas that cheer Hogan. I'm playing. I'm lying. I know. I know Prime wouldn't do that at all because Prime did that shit hilarious. No, but anything you want to add?
Nah. I got nothing to add, man. Y'all be good.
We got here. So we about to get up out of this live show. I appreciate you guys. It's 12:30 in a.m. I go to work and school in the morning, so I do appreciate you guys for kicking it with us for an hour to do the live stream. Like I said, when it comes to more pay-per-views, special shows, this is how I plan to do this kind of content, so we can talk for however long we want to talk for and go live and stuff be up, instead of me trying to edit this thing and have it render all night long and stuff like that. No, we this is the way I'm trying to do it. So I appreciate y'all for joining the live. All the people that was out there enjoying the live, I appreciate y'all very much. We're going to get this thing up. We're going to really get this thing popping. And next time we're going to promote more of our lives so y'all can be able to join chat and know when it's coming. Because I know a lot of people didn't even know that we was going to be there, but I do appreciate Q Flow sending that stuff out there. So we about to get up out of here. Make sure you guys check out the No Gimmicks Here Wrestling Podcast, episode 304, part 2 tomorrow. The best and worst of wrestling in 2024. That's going to be up as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So once again, this is NC and a place to be, chilling with your homie Mr. A&D. And the man, the myth, the reality, the revolutionary Freshman Flow.
Shout out to Lady Sketch. It's been real.
Yeah, shout out to my wife out there. I know she wasn't able to.
I see her in the comments.
Oh yeah, you know, say she was busy tonight, so she doesn't actually answer her phone. So I ain't got to worry about my wife. You know what I'm saying? But no, me and Cuba got this one. So like I said, once again, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night, and the Nerd Coalition is out.
All right.